It may be something of a retro antique these days, but this Nokia phone was considered a game changer when it was launched in 2001, less than a month before China joined the World Trade Organization on December the 11th. Designed and built in Finland, it was Nokia's first phone to contain a camera, a symbol of the company's worldwide dominance at the time. And back in 2001, China was the world's factory, producing massive volumes of mostly low-end goods such as clothes, but not the cell phones that were revolutionizing our lives. That began to change as China pivoted to become the world's preeminent manufacturer of not just smartphones for foreign clients such as Apple, but increasingly high-end gadgets for its own brands. China's WTO accession completed its entry into the global economy, and today its technology is everywhere, from the world's fastest train to nuclear power plants, as well as high-end smartphones.
China's export growth has not been driven by doing more of the same, of taking the same textiles that was done 20 years ago and producing more of them. China's export growth has been driven by producing new exports.
Tim Cheston's Harvard University team ranks countries on the complexity of their exports, from peanuts to photography equipment. And over the last 20 years, China has narrowed the gap on rivals such as Japan and the US. This transformation in the kind of business China does with the world is also changing a country that lifted some 800 million people out of poverty. Consumer goods imports are now more than 10 times what they were back in 2001 to meet the demands of a population with money to spend.
The strong base that China had in its manufacturing base moving into the WTO accession in 2001 allowed it to rapidly move into higher value segments over time.
If China's progress is considered a blueprint for emerging economies, it's also a warning for once dominant companies like Nokia, whose failure to innovate allowed Apple to eat its market. Owen Fairclough, CGTN, Washington.